Hey, what is going on, guys? I am here with a quick little video on a discovery I made on Amazon. So I've been kind of hunting around for accessories for the truck, and one of the accessories that I was wanting were some mud flaps. Now, when it came to mud flaps, the usual options were like Husky, WeatherTech, Rock Blocks, and some other ones. So typically they range from 80 to, I want to say, $120. And it's raining right now, so I'm going to try to talk in the garage for the most part, but I'm going to go out there and I'm going to show you guys some of the cool parts of the mud flaps that came in because they were only $45. Now, through my initial research, the company is called TECOOM, T-E-C-O-O-M. And from what I found out is on the Tacoma side, on the Dodge Ram side, it seemed like a really pretty decent brand to buy from. So I took the chance. I mean, it was only $45, so I bought them. They came in. Now, the cool part is I was expecting like a generic mud flap that was flat with some really bad instructions. But I really got the total opposite of that. All the mud flaps were individually wrapped and packed in a clear, like professional looking like wrapping. It came with clear instructions with actual English writing. It was pretty much tailored for the 2019 Ranger. So I'm going to show you guys those pics up here on the upper right, or kind of like smack in the middle, of how they came packaged. From the research, at first I initially thought they were like a Husky type brand, because someone on the Tacoma forum said that it was like a Husky copy or whatever. They make them in the same plant. But from what I've seen, they look like OEM Ford style. Like the packaging looked the same. I saw on Ranger 5G that the packaging looked very similar, almost identical. So I believe these are Ford OEM mud flaps that are rebranded, and the company that makes them sells them under their own name. And they're selling on Amazon for $45. So I'm going to kind of go out here and I'm going to show you guys how these look. So here's the front mud flap, and hopefully you guys can see that. But it fits really well, so it gives you the option that you can drill holes here and here. But I did the no drill option. I'd put these little metal tabs in on the top, middle, and bottom. And I've driven maybe 80 miles with them through, I guess obviously you can tell, the rainstorm. I drove them to work yesterday and they haven't shifted at all. But the great part is, if you look, they contour really nicely to the stock fender lining. It's a pretty good fit. You can actually probably get the fit a little closer. I mean that's not that bad. I mean, that's pretty good. You could probably put some double-sided tape in here and get it to get really snug, but I wanted to leave a little bit of gap so that I could flush it out occasionally with the pressure washer. So I'm going to show you guys the rear. So here's the rear. You can kind of tell it's already kind of getting some stuff caught in the mud flap, which is good. It's catching, it's not getting on the paint in the rear. I'm going to show you guys the rear angle, how it looks. It contours to the shape of the fender really nicely, and they look really good. And they're not flimsy either, so it's a nice firmer plastic. It's not really thin and cheap. So I would say this is a really good $45 well spent. The install wasn't too bad. I would give you guys a recommendation is on these tabs, put a flathead on there and kind of pry open the stock fender liner or the stock flare. I would kind of pull it out so you can get the little metal tab in, and then go from there. They slide in pretty easily. So yeah, $45 well spent. Some other updates on the truck is we did install the RCI rack, and as you can tell, there are some accessories on it. So I'm going to show you that real quick. That's going to be a separate video. I've got the shovel mounted with a quick fist. And I got the fuel packs from Roto Packs. I'm going to get a cable lock for this one, but you can see how that's mounted onto the rack. And then inside the bed, you can see how that's mounted. And on the other side, got my Fisker's axe with cover. It's cable locked, and I got the water in here. So what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be keeping clean drinking water in this. So I'll probably end up going buy like 2 gallons of clean water from the store. And then here is a 7-gallon storage water bin for like everything else. So it's kind of in disarray right now just because I'm kind of working on everything. And I'm going to go into what we're going to be doing with the lights and the rest of the rack, which is going into Power Lab this Thursday. So it's going into Power Lab for tuning. It's going to be going to Power Lab for the install of the lights. Oh, and speaking of lights, I did order the Baja Designs Squadron Sports for the hood, the ditch lights. So those will be coming in at some point. I ordered those through Stage 3 Motorsports. So yeah, those are the updates on the truck so far. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to leave a link in the description below of where you can buy those mud flaps. I would get them while you can at $45. It doesn't really, you guys, it's a nice purchase. So I don't see a need, unless you're not a fan of the silver tabs that mount in there, which you can ultimately, you can paint yourself. You could probably rhino line those and make them a little bit softer black, so it'll actually blend in a little bit more with the fender. But outside of that, I give it 2 thumbs up. I mean, you can't go wrong with $45. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.